Hey everybody, Stephen Ho here with the Mister Sauga real estate team, and today we just want to discuss a little bit about the economic factors that have impacted the real estate market in Canada. Now, because of COVID-19, we've all had our lives affected in one way or another. But how did it affect us in the real estate market? A couple of the main factors are unemployment rate, interest rate, buying habits, immigration, and the mortgage deferrals. So unemployment was at almost like historical lows before COVID, around 5.5%. Since COVID came in, it jumped up to 15%. But a lot of people are working from home. A lot of the service industry is back opening up their doors now. So we got to see where the unemployment rate is going to land at after all of this. So the housing market also followed. When the lockdown came in, the housing market pretty much got their brakes slammed on them. And now it's coming back, but it's kind of slowing down. So what's been going on? Is there going to be a second wave that they keep saying is going to come? If it does come, how is it going to affect the economy? Is it going to affect the real estate market? Buying trends, have they changed? Are people changing their needs and wants because they don't need to go into the office every single day? If they can just commute once a week or twice a week, are they willing to commute a little bit longer? Do people want a home office? Do people want a yard? Some of these buying trends are changing going into the future. So now Canadians have a little bit more disposable income in their pockets. People are selling, people are buying, people are moving. So COVID didn't really stop the real estate market. It's kind of changed people's priorities. So people are coming out and buying and selling. That's why you're seeing record numbers month after month the last 2 months. A huge factor that's been affecting the real estate market is immigration. Because the borders are shut, traveling is canceled, and immigration has pretty much been put on pause until further notice. That consists of a huge population that comes into the market for mostly rental units. And people settle down, stay for a couple of years, figure out where they're going to end up, and then they end up buying a couple of years later. So there's still that initial population that stimulates the market that isn't coming in right now. So we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown in the condo market. Immigration actually affects a large portion of the rental market. Now, without that coming in, and tourism, Airbnbs, things like that, a lot of the condo units have been converted into long-term rentals or even put up for sale. The rental market has seen significant drops because of that. So rent rates have come down significantly. And that in turn is kind of affecting the resale market. But what's going to happen next? When the mortgage deferral program ends in October, this is a telling month to tell whether the market's going to continue or is it going to make a turn. In terms of mortgage deferrals, 15% out of all the mortgages got a deferral, which is a substantial amount. But it doesn't mean that 15% of homes are just going to pop up for sale in October when it ends. So 90% out of the 15% of mortgage that got deferrals still are employed. And 85% out of that 15% of mortgages that got deferrals have good credit scores. So it's kind of misleading to assume that everybody that got a mortgage deferral is going to default on their mortgage. I know quite a few clients that got the mortgage deferrals because they saw it as a perk. And if you can get some free money from the government, why not? I mean, how many people, I don't know if you know anybody, got the CERB when they didn't really deserve it? Or that's been the talk that people are just getting free handouts when they're giving them out. How many of those people actually needed the mortgage deferral because they couldn't afford to pay for their house? What's the percentage of that? And is that really going to change the entire real estate market when that happens? Overall, the real estate market seems to be quite active and quite strong from the summer months. We'll see what happens now that school is back and we're entering the fall. Let's see what's going to happen come October. But what we're noticing is that there's still a huge demand for real estate. The demand way exceeds the supply. There's still not enough listings out there. and there's a lot of demand. So if you have any questions about how the market is going, or if you're curious about how much your house is worth now, give us a shout. We're here to help. And until then, we'll see you next time.